I am having a head rush right now. Is that what it's called? Like when you sit up too quick, too soon, and then you just kind of feel dizzy. That's what I'm feeling right now because I've been procrastinating recording this podcast for so long. I was like a few days ago I was like, let's do this, right? Let's do this. And then nah. I was just procrastinating and I was like, after this video, I'm gonna sit up and I'm gonna record this podcast. And that's what I did. So, here we are. Y'all, I was hating on it last year and I'm still hating on it this year. Actually, hate is a strong word. I was I disliked it last year and I still dislike it this year. So here we go. Today, we're gonna talk about how much I despise winter. um, yeah, that's the topic of today's podcast. How much I despise winter. All right. But anyway, how are you guys doing? What you guys eat for breakfast earlier? I ate some sushi and that was really good. Okay, I'm gonna do some life updates. Before we start, I'm gonna do some life updates. Uh so like 4 days ago I cooked this delicious mac and cheese. I just followed like a recipe on TikTok and it turned out so well. Like it was so creamy. I was so proud of that shit. I took a selfie with it. Another update. Oh, last night, yeah. Another update was last night my sister was watching Spider-Man No Way Home, I think. I think it's the third movie. It's the third movie. It's kind of jumbled in my head because it's full of like homes, like Far From Home, Homecoming, but it's the third movie. And I don't know, it's like I realized that I've realized this a long time ago that I don't like rewatching Marvel movies. Anywho, yeah, like I just don't like rewatching Marvel movies unless it's someone else that started watching it and then I just happen to be there and I just want to catch a glimpse. But for me, like I wouldn't start watching it by choice. Again. Like I just wouldn't do that. Why, you may ask? Because I'm such a Marvel fan. I'm such a nerd when it comes to Marvel that they just hold so much weight, you know? They just hold so much weight. And sometimes they just break your heart the first time you watch them just because you didn't like how the story ended for the character, or like, you know, like it was just like a sad story overall. Or like there would be times when, oh, you could have just defeated him right then and there, but you didn't. That's what I mean by weight. Like they just hold so much weight and it's such a hard watch because like you already know what's gonna happen. You'll feel sadness, disappointment, and heartbreak once again, and I just don't want to do that. But I love them though. I love them. I don't mind like watching like a glimpse or like just a snippet of scenes, but that's about it. Anywho, anyway, before we start, we have a little tradition on this podcast, like I always say. So, each episode, we read one of my poems just to add a little spice. Here it goes. The leaves of autumn change indefinitely. Some turn to the color of the sunset way rapidly than the one next to it. The ones that display the pigment of Zen wonder how the others can adapt to the season quickly. The answer is, some just embrace the changing seasons. But some are stuck with the warm embrace of summer. That's it, y'all. That's it. Okay. Aside from me disliking winter, we're also gonna talk about my point of view of winter as an immigrant, right? So, for those of you who don't know, I'm from the Philippines. I wasn't born there. I was born in England, in Europe, but I only stayed there for 3 months, and then I stayed and got raised in the Philippines for a good 14 years, I would say. Yeah, 14 years. So for 14 years, I would just experience sunny, cloudy, and rainy days. Like literally no winter, right? Like the weather is always 30 degrees, 25 degrees. Like in the Philippines, if the weather goes down around like, let's say 15, that's already cold. But in here in Canada, that's not even cold. If anything, that is hot as hell. Like everyone will be rejoicing if it's 15 degrees. But anyway, right after I turned 15, we came here for a quick vacation to Canada. And I remembered like when I got out of the airport, like there were like automatic doors, right? It was our very first time. It was our very first time in North America, very first time in Canada. The automatic sliding doors opened, and then boom, just this whiff of like air, this cold air. It felt like I was opening one of those freezers at Costco, and I was like, damn, that's what it feels like, huh? So honestly, like it's so different from the tropical country that I was from, right? And yeah, like I don't know, like it's been honestly almost close to 4 years ever since we got here. And yeah, actually, no. So we did that 2 week vacation right after I turned 15, and then came back in the Philippines for 6 more months. And then the start of COVID, we got here. And it's been almost 4 years ever since we got here to Canada, and I still despise winter. You know, I still despise winter. Like, I'm just so used to that sunny, cloudy, or rainy, or typhoon-y type weather. Because in the Philippines, it's prone to typhoons. But that's about it. Like I really thrive in really hot weather, and Philippines and Canada are just like so different. Anywho, going back to our very first time here in Canada, the 2 week vacation that I was talking about earlier. So we got to the house, my aunt's house, which is where I'm at right now. Um, and I remembered my mom, she was talking about like manifesting us getting here, right? I mean, that's every immigrant parent's dream is, right? Like, being able to provide for their children, providing a good life here on a first world country, for their children, blah blah, right? But anyway, my mom was like manifesting, apparently like walking with us in this park. It's near my aunt's house. So she was saying like, oh, when you guys were not here, I was just like manifesting that you guys are by my side, blah blah. I was imagining it, and we were walking in this park. So right after we got from the airport, my mom took us for a walk, and I remember the culture shock of like seeing snow for the first time. It was so different. I don't know. Cuz I remembered I went to the backyard, right? Cuz this is a new house, whatever, let's explore. I went to the backyard, and then I saw snow, and then I was like, "Damn. It's so fine. Like the ice is so fine. It's like what are the snow cones? Yeah, snow cones. It looks like a snow cone." It looks like I don't know, it looks like a snow cone, but just without the colors, right? And then, yeah, like I said, like my mom took us to the park that she was manifesting. And then on the way there, I saw this, it was this smooth chunk of snow that landed on top of a garbage can. And it wasn't our garbage can, it's the neighbor's garbage can. And you know what I did? I played with it. The culture shock was so, like, immense. It was so apparent. Like, the culture shock was so apparent that I played with that smooth looking snow on top of the garbage can. And my mom was like, no, they'll yell at you. Like, stop doing that, blah, blah. But I was like, whatever, whatever. And then during that 2 week vacation, I remembered, because my mom, like I said, like, she's been dreaming for us to get here to Canada, right? Like I said, an immigrant parent's dream, right? And she would just go to this monastery. There are nuns there. And then she took us there when we got here. You know, just for the cherry on top, because it's a manifestation granted, if you know what I mean. So she took us there to the monastery where she would always like pray and would hope for us to get here, blah, blah, right? And then apparently she would just tell the nuns about us when she was just alone here. And then she took us there. And then one of the nuns were like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm good. And she was like, are you loving the snow? And I'm like, yeah, I'm loving the snow. And I will never forget this. She said, it's just exciting the first few years, and then you'll start to hate it. In my head, I was like, what do you mean hate the snow? Like, snow is fun. Snow is amusing to me. And now I get what she meant by, in a few years, you're gonna hate the snow. Because at first I didn't understand, right? Like, snow is fun. It looks fun. Like, I can make snow angels with it. Or a snowball. It's fun. But then now I get it. I get it. Like, I just despise winter. Not just snow. Like, I despise winter. Moving on, we're gonna jump into my list. I'm looking on my outline right now on my laptop, and I made a list of why I don't like winter, alright? Why I don't like the winter times, blah, blah, blah. Let's start. So, I mean, of course, obviously, the first thing here is it's cold. It's cold. Like, who likes being cold, right? Like, who likes being cold? Like, literally, the past few days, we couldn't even open our sliding doors, our windows, because they're frozen shut. They're frozen shut. You cannot even open them. Like, quite literally, right now, like, I could literally touch ice from the comfort of my own bed right now. Like, it's quite literally frozen from the inside. Yeah, we've been experiencing negative 35 weather, and it's just been crazy. Like, honestly, during the holidays, it wasn't even that cold. Like, it was bearable cold. But January, bro, January just hits different. But anyway, my next reason why I don't like winter is that it's expensive. Like, let's be for real, it's expensive. Like, let's think about a high quality puffer jacket, right? How much is a high quality puffer jacket that will last you like 4 to 5 years? Like, $250 to $300, right? So that's that. And then you need to buy beanies, hand warmers, winter boots. What else? You need to buy some scarves. You need to buy extra layers, right? It's so expensive. And then you have the thermals, right? The thermal pants, the thermal sweater. And then what else? The earmuffs. You need to buy the earmuffs. Not just that, like if you have a car, you need to buy winter tires so that you don't skid, right? Plus, I mean, come on, let's be for real. Rent prices are so high during winter because of the heat, right? You're paying extra for the utilities. So you're paying so much, right? You're paying so much. Like, winter is a luxury, dude. Like, it's expensive as hell. Third, like, sometimes it's awkward and embarrassing. Like, damn. I just want to say, like, the heaters are working full time right now because I'm feeling so warm. It's kind of ironic that I'm complaining about how cold it is, but right now the heater is working full time, dude. The heater doesn't play. The heater doesn't play. He doesn't procrastinate. I'm feeling so hot, but anyway, moving on. The third reason why I don't like winter is because it's awkward and embarrassing. Like, oh, I have swollen gigantic fingers because of how cold it is, I guess. Like, bro, a few weeks ago, my cheeks were swollen because of how cold it is. I'm not even kidding. Another thing is when you lose when you lose your balance and almost nosedive towards the pavement just because of the black ice on the ground. Like, dog, every time that happens to me, my last shred of dignity gone out of the window. Like, sometimes you'll even slip on your bum. Like, it's so embarrassing. It's funny though it's funny when you see people when you see people struggling from it. Like, it happened to me once. Like, I had this like really nice outfit one time and I was just walking so confidently, and then I just lost my balance because I didn't see the black ice on the ground. And there was so many like students behind me because I was from the bus stop walking to the school. And there were so many students behind me and I just slipped. I didn't slip. I lost my balance. I regained it eventually, but that was still embarrassing. Another thing is when you're at a function or like a gathering and then you're wearing like a well-planned outfit, but you're just holding your puffer jacket the whole time. That is so embarrassing. Like where am I gonna put it? You know, it's like you're just holding it awkwardly, like it's your pet, like it's your pet dog. It's so embarrassing. Like, dog, winter, 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 right? Next reason is it's a pain in the backside. Why, you may ask? Well, just imagine you're a driver, right? Like, you're a new driver and you don't know how to maneuver a car when it's skidding on black ice, but you just don't have a choice. You gotta get to work. Like, how are you gonna do that? Right? Like, are you just gonna be anxious the whole time you're driving? Or like, what if you're homeless? Like, where do you go when it's negative 35 outside? Like, where? Where? Like, it's a pain in the backside, dude. Next, in terms of fashion, it's also hard since you can't wear shorts, or sometimes you just want to wear like a shirt, let's say, or like just a tank top, and that's it. But you can do it because you need to layer up, you need to feel warm, right? Like, it's just so annoying. Or like when you have like a fashionable outfit and then the winter jacket just ruins it, right? Like, sometimes there are outfits like that wherein they're just good by themselves. Like, they're just good by themselves. But then you have to wear the not so fashionable winter jacket that you bought 10 years ago or like 5 years ago, right? Like, it just ruins the outfit. And like sometimes, like, honestly, I found out from like my almost 4 years of living here in Canada that sweatpants will do you good when it comes to freezing temperatures. do not ever wear denim. Like, do not wear jeans. Because, speaking from experience, like, jeans, they tend to attract the coldness out of the air. And then the whole time you'll just feel cold. Not good. Not good. So, yeah. Or, like, sometimes, like, for me, it's such a it's such an annoying part of like creating an outfit whenever it's like winter and then I couldn't wear my leather shoes. Cause for me my style is more on the formal slash semi-formal side of things. So I have like my Doc Martens and then I have these loafers that I always wear. But I just couldn't wear them because it's winter. Hello, duh. That's another thing. So yeah, it's a bit hard for me to wear something fashionable during winter because honestly, like back then when I was new here, I I used to prioritize fashion over comfort. But then I learned to be merciful of myself, to love myself, and to prioritize warmth, right? Over style. So that's that. But if it's summer, you don't need to do that. Just saying. My last reason why I don't like winter is that it's messy. Come on, there's lots of like skidding accidents, right? Like cars just sliding off of the road, right? So lots of skidding accidents, lots of people slipping on black ice. um and the snow slushy everywhere. Come on. Like the snow slushy, dude. It's just not good. It's messy. It's messy. It's messier than rainy days. But that's about it. That's about it, y'all. The whole gist of this episode is just I hate winter. I hate winter. Like I just don't like it. Like I'd rather experience extreme hotness rather than extreme cold. Like that's just me. I don't know about you, but that's just me. If you can, please rate this podcast. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Are you enjoying it? Any recommendations? Um, you can buy my book. I named it A Soul's Quiet Release, and I poured my heart and soul into that, alright? Give it some love, y'all. You can buy it on Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your month. Not even week. Have a good rest of your month. And as always, everything's gonna be alright.